Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mum and Dad Show, episode 18. And on this episode, Claire Dixon, formerly known as Claire Dixon, now Claire Butterfield, is going to take her shoes off and show you something real nice.
Ooh, and stinky.
What are you going to show us?
I'm going to show you
Your
today's sponsor, which is my little humble socks, Peachy by Rose.
So Little Dickie has started her own business.
Yes. So it's only early days.
Early days.
But as you know, the Buttsmarn and I like to go to the gym, get
We
huge.
do, get big.
And we have often thought that squatting should be easier.
Yeah.
And we've come up with a way to make it easier.
Yes.
Introducing
the squat
squat sock on my hand.
Peachy by Rose. So if you go to Peachy by Rose right now, and the link will be down below, or the website is peachyrosebyrose.com. I think it's .com.au. You'll find it. Now, or you go to Claire's Instagram. It's on there as well.
I've got it linked, being a boss bitch.
What's great about these socks is they have a grip on the bottom, so
and
you can
they're little peaches.
and they're little
Very
peaches
cute.
for your ass. So basically,
Look at that on the table.
they're great for running because it grips inside your shoes. So if your
Yes.
shoes are a little bit big, it actually helps you grip inside. It's great for squatting. You take your shoes off, Pilates. It's perfect. It's a great sock. It's made by you. It was your idea. It's named after our dog, Rosie.
Named after Rose.
And if you, right now,
Now my foot's cold.
put that boost back on there.
God.
And if you go to the website right now, you can get 20% off
Oh my God. You're welcome.
with code
Ooh.
Rosie.
Code Rosie B.
Why don't just Rosie?
Okay.
Oh,
Fast.
what's it? Okay, Rosie B.
Rosie. That's what we call her at
Rosie
home.
B. ROSI B.
B.
That is the code to get
Rosie
20%
B.
off. Give these a go and go and check out and follow Peachy by Rose.
Let me know
as
what you
well.
think.
Yeah, I think it was Claire's idea. It was our idea to make them all. It was your idea to make them all pooch, but then it was my idea to name them after. Was it? Or was it yours? Someone's idea to name them after Rosie. I think that was the most important part, really.
I think we wanted it to be about the dogs some way, but I think you came up with Peachy by Rose.
Because I'm a fucking mad dog. when it comes-
Entrepreneur.
Yeah. Now let's talk. Where have we been? We weren't here last week.
Oh God, it was rough, guys.
Oh, we missed you.
Being in
We missed
Hawaii
you.
on the beach, it was a first world problem. I'll tell you that.
Now I'll tell you this. A lot of people say, "Oh, well, you were on the beach." Oh my God.
Yeah.
We're not beach people.
We realised something when we went on the honeymoon. We had a wonderful honeymoon.
It was
We loved all
beautiful.
the things we did,
Had a great time.
but the beach.
Well, we got there and we go, hang on, we don't like the beach.
No, we burned to a crisp.
I don't know if you've ever been to Hawaii, but it's all fucking
It's
beach.
all beaches, and it's just people laying on the beach for hours.
Where'd you put that candle, by the way, you lunatic?
Which one?
Weren't you bringing a candle
no,
downstairs?
I lit it upstairs for when Bluey comes over so the house doesn't smell.
Stink up the joint. Okay, so we're at the beach. I was just freaking out because I didn't see it down there. We're at the beach, and we go, oh.
It's not really us, but it was
It's
good the first
beautiful.
time. Beautiful.
But also, a lot of Hawaii looks a lot like Australia.
100%.
Like, everyone's
But
like,
not as nice.
I know.
Hate to say it, going to ruffle some feathers.
Because a lot of people, we're up the top of Diamond Head, which is this giant crater, and you can see those photos on our gram. But
Oh, and I'm not bald, by the way. I didn't tell you this, Lordy. People think
she's
I'm
not alright.
fucking
She's
bald
very
from the
hairy.
honeymoon. Because I put a photo up and had my hair back, and everyone was like, she's got a buzz cut.
she might have, even if she did have a buzz cut, she's still my wife, so you can get your fucking liver spotted heads.
Yeah.
So,
But as
yeah.
if I would. I've got my hair shorter, but I don't have it like a buzz cut.
Oh, I like your hair.
I like the way Faye does it.
I like the way Faye does it.
Yeah.
So
Some hair on the
basically,
ground.
what we thought we'd do is we're going to talk about Hawaii,
Yeah.
but we wanted to introduce a new segment to the show.
Did we?
Yeah, I thought about this the other day.
Oh,
you will
God.
remember when
Okay.
I say it. It's called Air Your Grievances.
Oh, air you grievances.
So it's time. It's time to finally
Yep.
air our grievances
There's this fucking lot of them.
about Hawaii.
Hawaii.
So basically, we had a great time. We had a lovely experience.
The first 7 days were beautiful.
Yes.
After that,
Yeah. We can't leave the house for more than 7 days. We're very autistic.
very, very much so. Bluey said that actually because we came back from the honeymoon early because we
Yeah.
were just off it. And he was like, fuck, you guys are autistic.
We really are, though.
Yes, we are. We're homebodies.
We are.
Always have
We
been.
are
Which
indeed.
is like, Which is why it's so strange, really, the line of work that we're in.
I know, but that's the
Going
thing
around.
because we're always away. It's
Yes.
like, okay, let's
When we get
head
home.
home.
Oh,
It's fucking
there's
delicious.
nothing better.
So shout out to the people on Patreon that are watching this right now. You can,
Hello,
if you join us on
Patreon.
Patreon from $1 a month, you can actually watch. So yeah, Hawaii is a beautiful part of the world. But we went up like the Diamond Head crater, and it's this old volcanic crater and stuff. And we looked out; it's beautiful. But we have those views in Newcastle. I'm
Yes.
sorry to say.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
not
going to
worth
go
the
out on a
plane
limb.
ride.
I don't know if it is. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Hawaii is a poor man's Newcastle.
Yes. 100% it is. We've
100%.
got the bogey
yes.
hole.
We've got the boogie hole.
We've got the boogie hole.
The boogie bogey.
We've got everything in Newcastle. You don't need to leave. It's so true.
Mm-hmm.
I've become a much more proud Novocastrian since having met you.
And being throughout the world too, like you
100%.
learn like
I
how
haven't seen
good we
any
got it
fucking
here.
thing. And now I've been everywhere, and I'm like, look, everywhere's pretty much the same, but Newy's just special.
Yeah, Rome might have the Colosseum, but we've got Henny Penny, so suck us off.
We do have Henny Penny.
Now, what we saw a lot of in Hawaii, let's forget about us being autistic and love being at home.
Yep.
Because a lot of other people, and I think the thing here is we're not sort of
We're not alone in this.
We're not alone in this, but we need
No.
to be open and say like we travel for a living.
Yes, that's
So-
why we want to be home.
So that's why we like being at home.
Yeah.
So like being at home is like a holiday sometimes.
Oh.
Now, we did see a lot of chooks. We saw a lot of chooks in Hawaii.
Oh, there were boobs and butts.
Cheeks.
Single dudes, if you want to get a free little look, go to Hawaii and you'll just see bits of skin bouncing around the island.
It's hilarious.
It's
like everywhere you
everywhere.
go, there's ass cheeks, there's boobs.
I had to drag Isaac out of that many shops because he just kept staring at me.
No, I want to go back into the ABC store.
Oh, and then the ABC stores, they're basically they're like 7-Elevens.
Yeah.
And they are pretty much the perfect shop in a way. It's got everything you could ask for except for spam.
Oh. So in Hawaii, spam is everywhere. You know,
Like a
the
delicacy.
The canned meat. Spam. Oh, Claire's already yawning. Good grief.
It is 9 something in the morning.
No.
It's 9:23.
Don't tell the people. Don't ruin the magic of television. So in Hawaii, it's spam everywhere. Like in the
Foul.
the ABC shop, which was basically like a little corner store, 7-Eleven sort of thing. They had, what did they have? It was spam
sushi.
spam sushi.
Looked fucking
So it was like
diabolical.
a layer of rice, a layer of like
seaweedy stuff.
seaweed wrapped around the spam.
Yuck.
And we had a tour guide who was also a pain in the ass, like a pain in the ass. Like
He
this
was the most
guy,
annoying man on the face of the
he's
earth.
impossible to do an impression of too, because we drove around with him for. He would tell us like, oh, that's where my son goes to school. Like he just had these tics, these weird things going on. So yeah.
Oh, it's actually giving me a bit of PTSD thinking about the trip.
I know. Things like this is the thing with old mate. Like he was a very nice person, but he had a lot of issues going on, and he just didn't stop fucking making noise the entire trip. And because we're not American,
Oh, thank God.
we really struggled to treat him how he needed to be treated. Like in America,
Yep.
people treat each other like big pieces of shit, like big pieces of spam.
Yes.
Like the other Americans in the car.
They were very rude to him.
But that's how Americans are. They're all horrible people.
They're all so fucking rude.
Like
Except
we-
for Florida. Woo!
Like we would walk around and people would be walking their dog.
Yeah.
And we'd be like, hello, oh, your dog's so cute.
Yeah.
And they go, mm-hmm. Fuck you.
Or they do the uh-huh. It's like, fuck
This
you,
is the
mate.
thing. If you go to America, you got to go to the red states.
Yes,
The
they're
Trump
the nice
states.
ones.
They're the nice
The
ones.
Trumpies are the decent people. Sorry to say it.
Like if you're white, they'll like you. If you're black, probably don't go there. But if you go there, you'll be treated nicely. I think it's the closest to Australia as far as the way people treat each other.
Yes.
Everywhere else, New York, LA, fucking wherever, they hate everyone.
Yeah, they're
They
just
fucking
surly
despise
beings.
everyone.
Yes.
But it was a lovely holiday. It was a lovely holiday.
We loved the zoo.
We did love the zoo. The zoo was nice.
And we got chased around the aquarium because we wouldn't put masks on because COVID's done as far as we were concerned.
It was the
And
only
we didn't-
place in Hawaii we had to wear masks. This inside/outside aquarium.
It'd
We
be
were
different.
chased through it.
It'd be different if we had to wear it everywhere, but the whole holiday we'd gone around not wearing masks. And then we'd gone into the aquarium and Leia's like, you going to buy a mask? And we're like, no. And so we just
She said, "Do you want a mask at the front?" And I said, "Oh, I don't have cash." She said, "Oh, you'll have to go to the gift shop and buy one."
I'm not buying a fucking mask from the gift shop to look at fish.
COVID's over, bud.
Oh.
COVID's done. The grievances are aired.
Oh.
All right? Who's got time for that? If you're dying of COVID now,
Don't go to the aquarium.
don't go to the aquarium. If you
Fuck me.
just leave the fish out of this.
Oh, they were beautiful fish though. Beautiful Nemos. We need
They
to watch
were
Finding
very
Nemo.
cute. The clownfish are gorgeous. All the other ones suck.
Yeah,
the
the
clownfish
clownfish
are
took the cake.
gorgeous. Oh, but in saying that, the groper. That's what Claire started calling me. No, the big grouper.
Yeah.
In the fish tank at the
big
aquarium.
one, yeah.
Oh, I felt really bad.
It was sad.
I felt really sad about
Yes.
that because
Yes,
there's
I
this
did
giant
too.
fish, and it would have been like half the size of this fucking big table.
Yeah.
Like it was big, and there was a
Huge.
couple of sharks in there with it.
That made us sad too.
There was like not like it was a couple of reef sharks, and there was like
Yeah.
a Port Jackson sort of shark. Is that's a type of shark? Isn't
And
it?
like a
Yeah.
little flatheady one.
Yeah, a little
What are
flatty. It's a squishy head.
Squishy head
It's a
shark.
fucking brain damaged shark. CTE
Dugong.
shark. Dugong. Yeah, it's a dugong.
It's a dugong shark.
But it's in there, and everyone's walking past and going, look how big it is. And I was like, oh.
Should it be in there though?
Should it be in there? I get it if they rescue it.
Yes. Or
I
it's endangered.
understand that,
That's
or it's
different.
endangered.
Yep.
Remember when we did back in the day when Claire and I first met? For her 21st birthday, her parents got her tickets to Roar and Snore,
No.
which is
was
basically
so fun.
you sleep over at Taronga Zoo, and it was beautiful. We had such a gorgeous time.
Closest thing to camping we ever did get.
Oh, never again. But we went there, and we were a bit iffy about some of the animals.
Yep.
But the guy at the zoo said, "Listen, mate, most of these animals, they've been rescued, they
Yeah.
were endangered, or whatever," and that makes sense.
Yeah,
I get
definitely.
that. I absolutely get that. But when you got a big fucking grouper, like bigger than you or me, heavier than you or
Yeah.
me, and you think, oh, that would be nicer out in the
Yeah.
fucking wilderness, or
Yeah.
well, not in the wilderness, but in the roof,
Yeah, in the roof.
swimming in the roof.
In the roof.
But no, Hawaii was good. What did we do? I shot some guns. That was
Yeah, you
fun.
did.
I shot an AR-15.
You
known
made
as the
made friends with the gunman.
Yeah, the gunman and I were friends. We went
was
to
nice.
we went to a swap meet. That was cool by Aloha Stadium. If you're in Hawaii, go to the swap meet. It's pretty cool.
Oh, and chickens everywhere.
Chickens
Roosters,
everywhere.
Chickens and kittens everywhere.
What's going on with you?
I'm so tired.
Good grief.
Sorry, guys.
What's happened?
I'm just tired.
You're a bit over it, aren't you?
Oh.
A bit over this life.
Oh,
Well, okay.
I'm not a morning person.
You're not a morning person. I'm sorry. I do my best work in the morning.
Oh, I don't.
I'm weird. I get up and I start riding. I start Julian
You're
about.
good in the morning.
Jerking off.
After 11, I'm all right.
Yeah, 11. Claire's like best times are like 11. You go and Jesus Christ, stop yawning. You go from you're off coffee too. You decided to have a break from coffee.
I'm having a bit of a detox from coffee because I realised I was having way too many. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not myself.
You're feeling like shit.
I'm feeling like shit. I'm not myself. I don't look the same. I'm having tea with a bit of caffeine, but not my coffees, and it's making me feel a bit like a bit of a Darrow, to be honest.
Oh, I felt like a Darrow on the honeymoon. We went to Alani,
Yes.
the Disney resort.
It was the highlight. It was beautiful.
But
Oh, what?
wasn't Disney enough.
No, it wasn't.
It was a Hawaiian themed. I feel like if you're going to go to like a Disney resort, you want fucking Mickey to be everywhere, you know? You want
On
and
the toilet paper.
on the, yeah, 100%.
On the bedspread,
On the
everything.
roof, on the ceiling. And you know what we didn't see? We saw
What?
one Stitch.
Yeah, only, which I was very happy with.
What your favorite character in
Stitch,
Disney,
my
Stitch?
favourite. We saw Stitchy, and he was a beautiful wooden ornament outside near one of the restaurants at the Orlani Resort, and he had some lays on him.
It was beautiful, but
He looked
but
beautiful.
at
That
the
was
resort,
it.
you have to book 3 weeks in advance to get breakfast there.
Which is bullshit.
I booked in for dinner, right, which was cool. It was a nice dinner,
It was beautiful.
but like, is it worth 3 weeks wait to get in there?
No.
It was a 3-course dinner. They rush you through it. They get you
Yeah.
out. And then what about this? You were looking forward to Disney fucking Mickey Mouse pancakes.
Yeah, that's what I had on. I had it saved on my Pinterest, the Mickey Mouse pancakes.
And it was only available on the breakfast menu that we couldn't get into, but on the kids' side of the
on the
breakfast.
kids' menu.
Hey,
Bullshit.
grievances.
Well, my grievances are that if you're spending that much money to go to a fucking Disney resort, fuck the kids. The adults want bloody pancakes in the shape of their fucking characters.
I agree. Fuck the kids.
Yes. Lol.
Bluey's here, ladies and gentlemen. The blue.
He's come into us saying, fuck the kids.
Fuck the kids. That's what I reckon. The great Bluey Nielsen has arrived.
Kids.
So, whilst we're on our honeymoon, I ran into a few issues.
Yes, I'll check the Q&A. Hang on.
We're going to have to do mind your business at the end of this. If you want to grab that other chair in there, Bluey, there's another chair over there. I ran into a bit of an issue with the water again. Once again, very white. I have issues with. I have very small ear canals.
Yes.
My Eustachian tubes are bullshit. All right. So I had water stuck in my ear for about 3 days.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
It wasn't. I was getting really annoyed because I couldn't hear properly. I couldn't hear Claire air her grievances.
No. All
right. I couldn't see it. Here comes another yawn. That's 4 for the show. You're going to need a nap after this, young lady. So I, in my infinite wisdom, decided to do a couple of things. I tried the drops that go in your ears and they dried out for swimmer's ear. Nothing. No good. So I'm walking around with more fucking water in my ears. Yep. And then I go to Target. We go to Target. They don't have anything in there. They got nothing except for an ear wax digging tool. So here's me, $6 or whatever it is. And I go, I'm not going to pay $6. It's like $10 Australian. I'm not going to pay that for something that I don't know if it'll work. So what do?
Hope the police don't hear this.
I know. Well, if you're the Hawaii police, Hawaii 50, fucking turn off your radio. Fuck off. I go into the toilet. And before I go into the toilet, I open the box and I pocket one of these. One of these little stick things. And I put the box down. And I say to myself, if this helps, I'll buy the box.
Then you'll buy the box. That's
But
fair.
if it doesn't,
not buying the box.
Not buying the damn box.
No.
So I walk into the toilet, and I hate public toilets. There's always someone blowing out. It's always probably you blowing out in the next stall. It's very upsetting. I hate it. I hate that noise. That's why whenever I go into public toilets, I always wear my earphones and I put music on because I just can't deal with it.
Because you're the one making the noise.
Yeah, probably. And so I walk in there and I start digging around with this earwax stick. And you wouldn't believe it. I pull out literally like a kilo worth of earwax.
It was a lot, everyone.
Because I wear headphones all the time, I've just got fucking like you could open up like BHP could open a mine in my ear and just drag this shit out. Like it's full on. You would need fly in, fly out workers to handle the rubbish that's going on in my ear at the moment. So I start digging and the water drains, but I pulled that much out. And you know what I did, Claire? Because I'm a good citizen.
You tell me, darling.
I bought the box.
You did buy the box, and what else did you buy? Do you remember? You got alcohol in Target.
Oh, they've got alcohol everywhere in America.
Spam and alcohol.
It's great.
It's fucking everywhere.
Everywhere you go. All these ABC stops, which are like shops, which on Waikiki, the main drag, there's like 8 of them in like a kilometre area. Oh, probably more than that. And there's like I was drinking the little Fireball whiskies. I was having like 3 or 4 of them a day. Just like they're this big, and I just pick one up and be walking down the street.
They're like $2. They were so easy to get.
They were so cheap. And Claire went into Macy's, and so I started drinking Fireballs and Macy's, and
understandable.
And then we dropped our towels off. The great thing about staying what was it? We weren't staying at a resort in Waikiki. It was the Queen Kolapapuni.
Yes.
The Queen Kolapapuni.
Kapuni.
I can't pronounce the name. I was there for a week and a bit, didn't learn it. But they give you towels to go to the beach with. And then we realised.
No one returns those.
Well, we realised like halfway through the trip, like, why are we bringing these back? So I just left them at Macy's. I was drinking at Macy's, pulling earwax out at Macy's, having the time of my life.
There's probably photos of us somewhere for being fucking useless.
Do not serve these people.
Do not serve these
good.
white people.
I'm glad.
They don't like the beach. They don't like spam. Get
out of our fucking country.
Oh.
What about when we landed in Hawaii? It was like the airport was like from the 80s.
It was a bit depressing, wasn't it?
It was
very dark. It was dark, dingy. It had a certain stank to it. It was a bit peculiar.
It was a bit peculiar. But let us know in the comment sections your thoughts on Hawaii. It is a great place. And if you enjoy relaxing and you can actually relax, like we can't, go and do it. Go and do it.
We miss the dogs.
And we miss the dogs.
I do have Q&As.
You got Q&As. Okay, well, it's probably time to do I have anything else? Oh, homeless people in Hawaii.
Disgusting.
I just wanted to well, no, fair point. The homeless the people problem in Hawaii is massive, and apparently a lot of them come from mainland America because it's so cold there in different parts of the year.
How do they get there though?
They swim.
What?
No, I'm joking. I don't know how they get there. I guess
I wonder.
That's a good question, actually.
Yeah, because I said that to Mum the other day, and her first thing in her world of knowledge is how they get there. And I was like,
How do they get there?
How do they get there? I don't know. This is just what the locals told us. Did they get shipped over? Snuck in through the night?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, they're not buying plane tickets.
1-800, let us know.
1-800 reverse. Let us know in the comment section, how do they get there? But what I noticed in between looking at the homeless people, and there's a lot of homeless people on Waikiki, the main strip. Some of them were one dude in particular, we saw him on 2 nights, sprinting down the street, screaming, pushing people, which I thought was different.
Yeah, that was
it was sort of like a scene from The Walking Dead. It was a bit fucking weird.
That was yuck.
But also there was one guy who was wearing an FBI T-shirt. And if you see him in Hawaii, let us know. Wearing an FBI T-shirt. I don't know if he was FBI.
We don't think he was FBI.
He could have been. But he was standing by a bin screaming at the bin. And he wasn't the only homeless person that I saw in Hawaii screaming at a bin. So I don't know what's happening in these bins. I don't know if it's a new type of bin, but there are homeless people screaming at bins
not happy about
in
it.
Hawaii. And that's what put me off. Now let's talk about our favourite segment, the Q&A segment on this show.
Do you want to pick the question?
Am I asking you? So can you introduce everyone to the Q&A segment?
Welcome everybody to the Q&A segment.
Yeah, what's it called, mate?
Mind your business.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This one's from Stacey Chasey. How did you know Isaac, misspelt my name, was the one?
His big dick.
Do you and Isaac, this is from Izzy Randa, do you and Isaac believe in ghosts and that stuff?
I think we're very open to it.
Yeah, well, we did release a new video, new ghost doco last week, so go and check that out on the main channel. But
I believe something exists personally. I haven't experienced it yet, but I definitely think there's something.
That's been a hard one for you not experiencing it. Like that's what's funny because we've been into all these different environments.
Yes. Is anyone there?
All these haunted environments, and we haven't experienced anything.
But most people, I don't think, will.
Yeah, I don't know.
I do love all the stuff though, whether or not it is completely true. I think for some people it is, but it hasn't happened to us.
This is from Laura Jackson. Why are you so pretty?
Oh, thanks, Del. I just put one foot in front of the other one.
Oh, this is from Rusty Nail O'Brien.
Ew.
The old Rusty Nail, gross.
Oh, yuck.
Where would you love to travel to next?
Nowhere.
Mind
Fuck
your
off.
business.
Mind your business.
Favorite part of the honeymoon? This is from Rusty again. He's asked another
The
question.
bedroom.
Oh.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, because you were sleeping the whole time, you grub.
I know.
You slept more on that honeymoon than you do
I
here.
know. I'm trying to think. Favorite bit? I did honestly really like the zoo.
The zoo was nice.
I really liked the zoo, and I really liked the Thai food in Hawaii.
Oh, what about that? So we
Cultured
went to this Thai restaurant in Hawaii. It's called, don't know what it's called. It's near the Cheesecake Factory.
We went there.
How good's that?
Beautiful.
But the wait,
Horrific.
So, so when you get to the Cheesecake Factory, there's a line in Hawaii that's like 50 people long.
Diabolical.
From about 4 in the afternoon to about 10 at night, 50 people long. So you get in the line, you wait there, then they'd write down your phone number and they'll text you when a table's ready. So you go and sit down with all the other losers, waiting to get fed. Thank you for the 6th yawn of the show. You get there, you start waiting, and they text you. Your table's ready. Come on down.
It's very exciting.
And you come on down, and then they put you in another holding pen, and then you wait another half an hour.
It's a holding pen.
It's a holding pen for hungry fat fucks.
It is.
And they take
And
you
we
to,
were.
And we were. They take you to your table.
Yep.
And the worst part, like, the food was great. Cheesecake was great. A few nights before, you can actually walk in and just buy a cheesecake and then leave.
Thank God.
Pretty quickly served. We ate cheesecake on the beach. It was fucking the best
That was
cheesecake.
probably one of the highlights.
That was beautiful.
Cake on the beach.
Cake on the beach. It was one of them because, like, when you go to a holiday, you know, you're pretty blown away by where you are for the first couple of days, and then you just get used to it. Like, we were saying this when we were over there. When you're in like Rome, you see all these amazing churches and all the history and this crazy 1,000-year-old whatever. And then you've been there for a few days. You go, yeah, there's another fucking
There's
wall.
another one. Yeah, it's not bad.
Oh, it's made of marble. Who cares?
Who cares?
And it was like
me
that
the
there.
Nando's.
But one of our first days, we were there eating cake on the beach. It was fucking gorgeous. But so we get into the Cheesecake Factory, and what's wrong with it, which sounds like a good move. They do this at a couple other restaurants in America and stuff like that. They have the calories in each meal on the menu.
It ruined it.
It ruined it because every single fucking thing on the menu, and the menu's like 400 items long, it's massive, is over like 2,000 calories. There was a creamy bosciola. Ooh, yes. A pasta that had 3,500 calories in it. And then they come with, it was beautiful. I loved it, but it just ruined it with the calories. Isn't it? Yeah, imagine you with that. God, you'd be shitting for a year.
Oh my God, I'd die.
Now, here's a question from Elder Zillennial. Hot tips for visiting Hawaii.
Don't go.
Don't go.
Don't go. Mind your business.
Would you rather receive a lap? This is from Ellie Petite. Or Petit. Would you rather receive a lap dance from a drag queen or Hitler?
Probably
Hitler as a drag queen, I'd say.
Ooh, probably the drag queen. Mm-hmm. I don't want to get that bad
Juju.
Nazi energy.
No, you probably don't. You don't want to be rubbing around on Hitler's erect penis. What do we got? How was the honeymoon? Vodka or whiskey? If not greyhounds, what dog breed would you want?
A Yoo-Hoo.
Oh.
Those.
What are Yoo-Hoos?
Those foxhounds. With the long floppy ears, and they're short and fat, and they're like...
Why do you call them Yoo-Hoos?
From Fox and the Hound, and when it goes, Yoo-Hoo!
This is from the same person, Ellie Pettit. Is Isaac actually straight?
Apparently.
Oh, this is a nice one. Hazy Amber asks, what's your favourite part of your wedding?
Oh. The atmosphere.
It was a beautiful atmosphere.
Beautiful atmosphere.
And we recently got this wedding book made.
Yes.
Sort of like and I highly recommend this rather than a wedding album. It's just this gorgeous book with all these beautiful photos blown up and all that type of stuff. Really, really cute. And there was no real tough questions in this today. There was no mind your businesses.
I said it a few times, but they weren't. I didn't mean it in a mean way.
Well, fucking have a go next time, you dirty dogs. In the comments, there might be some comments from the last video. Let's see if there's any questions in there for the mind your business segment of the show. A lot of people really love the mind your business.
I like the mind your business.
I like the mind your business. They want mind your business merch. That's what the people want. Yeah, we're working on it. Don't worry about that, you dirty dogs. Mum and Dad trading shots across the bow at the start was hilarious. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Mum and Dad are tired.
Mum and Dad are tired. It's all happening. You got anything to add before we end this?
No, just that it's lovely to be home. And that's it.
Well, Bluey's joined us in the studio and I messaged the group chat for the Cancel Me Now podcast during the week and we go...
That was the first thing I was going to bring up when we do our podcast.
Okay, we'll talk about that. But I said, we're coming home 2 days early and Bluey's like, you fucking autistic cunt. Can't leave the house for more than a week.
To get home to the dogs. It was too much.
Too much fun.
It was too hot.
Too much of a good thing.
Too much of a good thing.
Beach. Everyone stunk. There was spam everywhere.
Butt cheeks everywhere.
Yeah, that was good. Butt cheeks.
Butt cheeks. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening to the Mum and Dad show.
Yes.
Dixon's going to bed.
I'm going to go have a nap, I think.
Yeah.
It's been a hard day.
You're struggling, aren't you?
I am.
You've been out of bed for an hour and a half. Time for bed.
I think I'll go back to the coffees, to be honest.
You reckon?
Goodbye, everybody.
Dixon's out. Ladies and gentlemen, see you next time. Toodaloo. Check us out on Patreon. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, guys.
Hey, darling.
Hey, bro.